Rob.
Hello everyone and welcome to Rob's Rogues in the Batman universe, and today we're taking a look at the DC Eaglemoss chess collection. This is piece number 11. It is Ra's al Ghul, and I knew this was one that I was definitely going to want for the dark side, or the bad side of the board, as it will. I've always liked the character of Ra's al Ghul, and I picked this up. I've had this for actually a couple months now, and I just haven't got around to reviewing it, and that's just something happens. I keep getting other little things, and I decide to review this one thing, then I'll review another thing, so sometimes some of the stuff gets pushed off to the side. The box is the same as it has been. For the lighter side, it's a more of a white with the bats here, and the darker side is the gold. You can see Ra's in there, kind of the same in the plastic. So let's just not waste any more time. Let's get right to Ra's al Ghul, and we will take a look at the Bishop himself, Ra's al Ghul, piece number 11 of the DC Eaglemoss chess set. We'll be right back. And there is Ra's al Ghul out of packaging, and I really like the colors of him, and just how nice and vibrant he is. Let's bring him closer to the camera so we all can enjoy Mr. al Ghul. I'm fumbling with my lights, pardon me here. There, we've adjusted the lights a little bit, and I think he's done very well. Let's zoom in a little bit closer into the face here. I think they've painted him very well. Again, with some of these, some of them are hit and miss. You may get a really good painter on some, and others not so much. You see a little bit of the gold missing here on the back of the collar. Not bad at all, considering that, I mean, some have been real train wrecks. Recently watched Stu's Bizarro chess piece, and oh, that's horrible. You could see his, like, Fu Manchu, one side is longer than the other, so I don't know if maybe this should have been trimmed or something like that right here, but you can kind of tell that. But overall, I mean, that's minor as compared to some of these. I mean, the face sculpt is very good, very clean. The eyebrows are nice. The eyes, he's not looking cross-eyed. Even on the hair and around the ears is done very clean as well. And the figure overall is done fairly good. The hand is a little bit messed there with the part of the gold of the sword there. But that's just a minor little nitpick. But he is by far one of the better painted ones that I've seen in a while. Again, about the same size. Now, I noticed with him that he basically feels more plastic here, and the lead piece is actually here. You'll see in just a moment that a lot of these figures originally were lead pieces. But he doesn't feel too brittle or frail. Now, the sword is one of those, it's tucked back in, so I'm not as concerned about that piece. Kind of see some green Galaba paint there in the back, but I really didn't notice it till I had him on camera. Not that I'm going to be looking back like that. But the sword is more between his legs and kind of out of the way, so I'm not as too concerned about it breaking off as I am like Wonder Woman's lasso and Aquaman's trident. Those two things are just asking to get broken. The bottom, you can see Ra's name, Ra's al Ghul. He is piece number BBY 3360. I don't know why I read that, but I do. Just a really cool piece. I like that a lot. Again, one of the things that I like out of the set, as I reach around the camera here, are the magazines. It gives more the history and tells you about your piece. You can see he is the bishop out of the set. The other bishop on the board, if I can find the bishop, would be the Riddler. And I believe that is a piece I'm going to get also. I'm obviously a big Robin and Batman fan, so my chessboard is going to be very heavily in the Batman side, but I am mixing it up with the Justice League members and villains as well. So a lot of my other pawns and things like that. Now the villain side of the board, I really don't have too many of. I know that I probably won't be getting a Scarface or maybe even Scarecrow. Not sure about Poison Ivy. I'm just going to kind of pick and choose and kind of intermix the two together. Probably not Killer Croc, because right now Darkseid is the rook on my board, so he's been taken over, but I do have the Man-Bat here as well. I think out of the set I have Freeze, Man-Bat, Penguin, now Raish. I do not have the Joker yet. I have Black Mask and Hush, and I have Red Hood, and I really want to replace, as I kick the camera here, I really want to replace this Red Hood. I do not like the Pillhead Red Hood, so I want to try and find the lead figure of that, but that's for something else in a little bit. Here is the Ra's al Ghul right up. It says Ra's al Ghul is one of the collection's 2 black bishops. He is the head of the demon, vast criminal empire. Ra's is also a master manipulator on one of the Dark Knight's deadliest enemies, if I could read that. So again, a really cool history lesson that you can get with all of your pieces. There is not a lot of New 52 in this, as this kind of came out before, but Ra's is everlasting, so he's New 52, Old 52. Both of his daughters are mentioned here, and then some classic Ra's al Ghul story beats. There is a little bit of the New 52 and leading into the New 52 with Grant Morrison's run on Batman Incorporated, so there is a little bit of that. We have our Lazarus Pit discussion here, and again, just some really, really cool moments. And I think it's kind of cool in this, we actually see Ra's and Bane both playing chess, 2 evil masterminds working together. So, and again, it gives the how your piece moves, and the bishops move in diagonal across the board. So the next piece in the set would be Katana. That'd be issue 12, and I am passing on the Katana and going for a Justice League member. So that is going to at least do it for basically the review portion, and like I've been doing recently, we will go downstairs, as I really kicked the camera out of whack there. We'll go downstairs to the office, and we will put Ra's al Ghul on the villain side of the chessboard. So stay tuned, we will be right back. We're back downstairs, and we're going to be putting Ra's al Ghul onto the board. The villain set is finally starting to be a little bit more prominent on the chessboard. I was picking up a lot of the heroes at first because I thought initially that's all I was really going to be able to find. So it's been really cool to pick up a lot of these really pretty cheap. I just recently went to a comic book show here in Ohio, and I found 3 of them for $5. So I was able to finally get the king that I want for the villain side, and I won't spoil that. You'll see who I chose for the king here. And I was able to pick up another villain and another hero as well. So this has been a really fun project, and this isn't one that I feel like I have to rush right out and complete so I can have it all done. It's really kind of cool, and it's fun also intermixing the DC Eaglemoss chess set so far. And like you've already seen, I've already thrown a lead figurine from Eaglemoss being in Tim Drake Robin, and I'd also like to pick up the Red Robin figurine as well at some point. But Ra's al Ghul is here on the board, and this is going to be again, I say this quite a bit with these chess pieces. This is going to be a fun project to slowly see completed at some time, and then I'll try to play a game of chess with my wife, and like she does at all games, she will probably beat me horribly. So we won't get into that right now. But today we've been taking a look at Ra's al Ghul from the Batman Eaglemoss DC chess set. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues and the Batman Universe signing off, saying we will see you guys next time.